Counselor, let's go out to you in Los Angeles. I get the idea of not putting Manafort on in his own defense, because then, of course, the prosecution gets to come at him, and he's got all kinds of vulnerable exposures that could erase the work they did during the trial. But let me ask you this. What is the defense strategy likely to be during closing statements tomorrow, and do you make it all about the star witness who flipped Mr. Gates?
Well, they certainly opened on that. They said that during opening that Rick Gates, the cooperating witness and the longtime associate of Paul Manafort, that he was a liar and was, in fact, the primary architect of the fraud schemes. That was what they opened on. That's certainly what they tried to establish during cross-examination of Rick Gates. But I think really, as Kevin Downing said outside the courthouse today, really what they're planning to do during closing arguments is really to try to pick apart the government's case, systematically going through each and every one of the counts and showing that the government has failed to sustain their burden of proof.
And Arianna, let's close with me bringing you into the line of work you know best, and that is the prosecution. What's your kind of 30 to 45-second version of how they can close the strongest tomorrow?
This is really the prosecution's chance to bring to life all of the documents that they brought into evidence. At its heart, this is a document-intensive case. It involved tax filings. It involved bank loan applications. And so this is the chance. It's been somewhat dry, I would say, with all of these documents submitted into evidence and expert witnesses. And so this is the chance for the prosecution to bring to life all of these documents and show that Paul Manafort was an essential part of all of these schemes. He knew what he was doing and fully intended to defraud these institutions.
Our repeated thanks to Josh Gerstein after long days for joining us. I know you need to get back in the courtroom scant hours from now.
Thanks,
so
Brian.
Thank you, and another welcome to the broadcast for Arianna Berg out in our Los Angeles studios. Really appreciate it, both of you. Coming up